Welcome back to the Battle of the Blanche v Pique. I am picking up just where I've left off because the time is now 11:30 AM in the battle, and what's happened here is an example of how the initiative can change hands. The Pique has just drew a red 12 there, and the Blanche has drew a yellow 17 there, so they've taken the advantage now. So let's see what cards Blanche gets dealt this time. We're not going to make the same mistake. They get 3 cards. They've got a bear away and leeway, a windward and more sails, and a leeway and more sails. They've still got a special manoeuvre left, but they've got no chain shot to play this time. So what's their options here? Let's have a look. Could they get round the back of their... I think there'd just be too many moves to get round the back, so they'd have to go 1 move, 2 move, up, 3 moves, up. They'd be going against the wind. It's not going to be possible to get behind the ship. We're not using close action rules in this game, so if they get involved in close action, it's going to be a problem for them. So they're just going to use they've got no chain shot to play, so I think they're just going to drop one of their cards and fire back at this point. That could be the best thing for them to do. So, which card to drop? They don't often use windward and more sails, not yet, so I'm going to drop that one for them. So, Captain Falconer, he's going to fire now across to Le Pique. This is a Blanche firing at Le Pique. He is going to target the rigging to try and take down one of their masts, which could well work here. He's dropped his card already to make this move. So let's see what his firepower is. So the ship's condition now is 7 at a range of 1. So 7 at a range of 1. Is 4 firepower. 4 firepower, and they get to roll 3 die because they're British and they've got a bit better guns on them. So here we go, let's see what the result is. 5, 6, so it's 10. 10 with 4 firepower on the rigging. That's a hit of RS. Let's see what RS does to Le Pique there. So Le Pique is... well, it takes a ship condition down to 8. And they have lost a mast, look. And they've also lost... they've lost 1 command value there as well. So it's not focusing in that well, but that row there says I go from 3 CV down to 2 CV. So let's just demast them now. That's going to affect how much they can move as well. So I think they'll be restricted now to 5 movement points instead of 7 movement points. That's going to help the Blanche definitely to take the advantage there because they're down to 5 movement points. They should be able to get more initiative now, hopefully. So, I need to finish up their turn. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is fine, that's them done. And then they need to drop a card because they've got 4 cards at the minute, so they're going to... I don't think they'll use leeway and more sails, so they're going to drop that one and keep their bear away, bear up and special manoeuvre. They could play a special manoeuvre here if they wanted to repair. They could. Actually, that's a dangerous position for them because they've just moved straight in the direction of a rake, potentially. So actually, to avoid that, they are going to play a bear away. They're going to play a bear away. Because they can do that, because they've got 3 masts. They've got that movement lance left to turn there. That's safer for them, but they could still get a bear up 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's not much they can do anyway. They've played that move, that's fine. That's them done. They are going to keep that special manoeuvre in case they need it next time. The Pique draws 3 cards now. They get chain shot. That could be good in this position. A leeway back in sails, and no, they don't get that one because, well, let's see. We need to calculate their command value, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 command value. Let's just check on the table, see how many cards they get for 5. Because they've lost that mast. So 5, they still get 3 cards. But if they lost another mast, then they'd be in trouble. So they do get that bear up more sails there. So how can they get down to do a rake? So they've got 5 movement points. They'd need to turn up to the wind. Bear up they've got. I think they can do this. They can do this easily. Right, bear up. They're going to play bear up. It's bearing up. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 movement points. Because they're beating against the wind there. And they wouldn't be able to move any more after that. So the last thing to do to finish off this turn is play a rake chain shot into the rigging of the British frigate here. This could turn the battle quite easily. Right, let's work out their firepower now. Because they're going to fire directly into the stern of the Blanche now. This shows how this battle turns around. I mean, it's you have to really think about how you move in this game. As you've seen, there wasn't too many options for the British there. Maybe the commander just made a mistake that you didn't need to make a mistake. The point about this game is the more you play it, the more strategies you'll learn in this game. So we've got a distance of 1 there. Welcome back to the action. I just paused that video to work out quite a complicated calculation there. So what's happening here is they are going to fire rake directly at the stern of the Blanche. So this is Le Pique firing now. They have a ship condition of 8 at a range of 1, which gives them a firepower of 5. They get +1 for being a French ship firing at rigging, which will make it 6. And they also get 2 additional firepower for firing a rake. And that's because they're firing at a stern rake, they get +2 firepower. And usually they would roll 2 die, but because they are firing direct line into the stern of the Blanche, they'll fire with 3 dice. Let's see what's happened. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, +5 for the chain shot. So that is 15 there. This could be quite a big hit. So we've got die of 15 and a firepower of 8. So that is 2R, 2S. So that is a big hit. 2R, 2S. Let's mark this on the Blanche sheet and see what happens. So the Blanche 2R and 2S. Yep, so they've lost one of their masts now. And the ship condition is down to 5, which is getting a bit worrying for them. The only way to win this battle is whichever ship gets destroyed first. So that's that done. And to conclude this turn, Le Pique will need to drop. They can only keep 2 cards, I believe, because they've got 2 masts there, so they're going to have to drop 4 of their cards. It's not going to be advantageous to make any more turns at this stage. So for next turn they're going to keep a chain shot. And they're going to keep a... it's either windward or leeway, basically. Leeway would move them away from the wind, windward would push them towards the wind. They're going to keep a windward. So they've kept their 2. And what needs to happen, take the initiative markers off and set up for another turn. I'm going to try and play this other turn tomorrow probably. So what I'm going to do is leave that for tonight. what I'll do is I'll come back tomorrow and do some more filming. So thanks for watching. This has been the Lord General, aka Admiral Inwood, and I'll catch up soon. If you like these videos, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you'll get the latest content as it's released. Thank you.